Have kept their tempers in check all over the country tonight. Here's another big question looming, though. Could George Zimmerman be headed back to court for a new trial on civil rights charges or even a civil lawsuit? 11 Live's Mark McAfee spoke with one attorney who says Florida's stand your ground law may protect him again, this time from being sued.
At protests around the country and here in Atlanta, outrage was directed at the justice system.
The legal process was never for us as the children of slaves here in America.
But is the system finished with George Zimmerman? In the 90s, O.J. Simpson was found not guilty of murder. Then the victim's family went after his money in civil court, where it's easier to prove someone is responsible for a death than guilty of murder.
But in that case, the standards were lower, different evidence could be looked at, and the jury basically tries it a second time. And as we know, he was found liable, not guilty, but liable in the civil case for the murder of his wife.
Civil litigator Lance LoRusso says the Martin family could go after any money Zimmerman gets from book deals, donations, wages, or even speaking engagements. Back in March, the Orlando Sentinel reported on Zimmerman's legal defense website. They said he would likely raise and spend $400,000. But it may be over before it ever starts.
If someone believes that it's appropriate to sue George Zimmerman, then we will seek and we will get immunity in a civil hearing. And we'll see just how many civil lawsuits are spawned from this fiasco.
LoRusso isn't licensed in Florida, but he looked up their self-defense statutes. It appears the Stand Your Ground law says if the use of force was justified, you can't be sued.
The statute has some teeth. They can actually ask for the costs of their defense if they're successful, and basically have the plaintiff that tried to bring the case pay for all their legal fees and expenses.
There's no telling what will happen next, but what is clear is that this story hasn't ended.
I think we are going to be reading about this for some time.
Mark McAfee in Atlanta for 11 Alive.
Hey, Momar, don't let the tent flap hit you on the way out. But as the world says goodbye and good riddance, why are oil prices getting to be an even bigger nuisance, actually jumping today despite